Hello YouTube, this is Kaito JR here, and I'm here to do another review on chapter 62 of the Ajin demi-human manga entitled Trash Mobs. So, in this chapter, we first see both Kaito and Takashi Kotobuki just walking by this hallway inside of the juvenile hall. Of course, they're still in here. And yes, it's great to see Kaito again. He's my favorite character, so it's always a treat to see him once more. And yes, Takashi Kotobuki, of course, he's important as well to Kaito because he's the reason why Kaito was able to escape from prison in the first place. And at the end of the chapter where we see Takashi Kotobuki's flying IBM, his flying black ghost, was able to just get Kaito out of prison over the walls just so Kaito can go to the Iruma base just so he can go and help out Kate Nagai. When this chapter first came out, I was like, okay, so how is Kaito going to help at all? I mean, he's only just a human being. He's not an Ajin. He only just has one life. Kei abandoned him because he didn't want to see Kaito get killed. Since Kei's journey is hard enough just on his own as an Ajin, but if Kaito came along and since Kaito's human, he might have a higher chance of dying, and if he does die, he won't come back. So that's why Kei is just afraid of Kaito just come along. So that's why when Kaito was asleep inside of that cabin, in the beginning of the manga, around there, that's why Kei just left while Kaito was asleep inside the cabin, like I just said, and then took his motorcycle and it just left Kaito inside the cabin all by himself in the mountains. And then we last see Kaito just walking against the side of this road with his shirt off because it was too hot, and then he just then the next time we saw him was just he was in prison. And that was it for the most part. Yeah, it's a little different in the anime how that kind of happened, all just worked out in general. But yeah, in the manga, the truth is that Kaito he kind of well, first of all, he didn't really expect that Kei would just leave like that. He kind of just I mean, I know in the anime he was really upset, but really though in the manga, Kaito was kind of impressed that Kei was able to just leave on his own. Well, Kei actually has the guts to just leave on his own after all. Kind of underestimate him a bit. Whatever, I guess I'll just walk away because I don't have to just look after him anymore. But yeah, here he still sees him, however, as a really good friend, and that he wants to help him no matter what. Which is why which pretty much was why that he asked Takashi to get him over the wall just so he can get to Kei. I still don't know if Kaito has any romantic feelings towards Kei. I mean, he could be a homosexual character. I mean, we don't really know at this point in time. I mean, I even made a video talking about Kei and Kaito's possible gay relationship they could have with each other. I mean, I made a video about that, but I mean, we still hasn't been revealed yet. It's not we still don't know for sure, but first of all, we still need to get Kaito out of prison. I mean, right now at the beginning of the chapter, Kaito and Takashi and the rest of the prisoners are just going outside to pull weeds out of the the guard. Yeah, they're just going to go to the yard to pull weeds out because that's just their job. They need to do stuff while they're in juvenile hall, so that's what they're going to do. Of course, this is their chance for Kaito, just so Takashi can get Kaito out over the walls, then bring Kaito with Takashi's flying IBM all the way to the Iruma base just so Kaito can get to where Kei is at right now. Also where Sato is going to be at in the future as well, the manga. But yeah, we then cut right here to where we see Sato just getting his arm cut off by Takahashi because Sato's just looking around on his phone, just looking for his next location where he's going to destroy with this plane. Alright, so which location am I going to go to next? Where am I going to go in Kamikaze next? Let's see. Just looking around. Of course, eventually he does find a location. He goes there and destroys the place. And then repeats this scenario until he gets bored and then just decides to leave. But yeah, I mean, okay, this is what mostly happens in this chapter. We see Reiji and Ko going to their location, which was set up last chapter. And then, of course, we see Izumi and Tanaka go to their own location, where they both have to fight their own set of Ajins. Well, one Ajin per just those two as well. Okay, we have two groups, two Ajin with Ko, Reiji, Izumi, Tanaka. Yeah, they split up to the two locations you need to go to. One here, one over there on the maps they were sent to. Of course, Kei and the anti-Ajin demi-human special forces, they're going with K, like I just said, to their own location, which is the right one, of course. Yeah, and that is where Takahashi and Gen are at, just guarding the arm. It's going to be quite a bloodbath, definitely, since the anti-demi-human special forces, yes, they are meant to fight against. They were trained to fight against demi-humans like Takahashi by Colonel Koma. I mean, Gen, he is not a demi-human at all. He's just a normal human being. So once he gets shot once, that's it. He's dead, and he can't reset back because he's not an Ajin. So yeah, Takahashi is the only Ajin there right at this moment in time. So if he gets shot, he can come back, but not Gen. So that's kind of the problem there. Of course, that has the potential for a flood phenomenon to occur, but it didn't occur since one of the anti-demi-human special forces guys was able to shoot a tranquilizer dart at Takahashi's neck and subdue him at the time. In the future chapters that I am planning to review, of course, definitely, but yeah, I mean, of course, we did cover here to where we see Reiji and Ko just going to their location. Yeah, Reiji, he ends up just going to this building with Ko, and then yeah, they end up fighting this IBM. Yeah, it's an IBM we've never seen before. It has this cylinder-shaped head. Like, yeah, it's like this, like, you know, like a cylinder. Yeah, that's the shape of this IBM's head that's being controlled by this dude with glasses. He calls both Reiji and Ko as jocks. I guess he used to be, you know, bullied by a bunch of jocks when he was in school. This dude with these. With this IBM, this cylinder-headed IBM thing, whatever. Yeah, he I don't know much about his past. Of course, this is our first introduction of him. He's definitely one of those amateurs that just happens to be an Ajin that was just part of the, like, you know, that group that Okuyama called in and like that. Yeah, he's just part of that group. Of course, these Ajins aren't really that tough since they don't. Like I said before, they're amateurs. They don't have much experience, so Izumi and Tanaka can easily defeat their Ajin that they're fighting, and Reiji and Ko can easily defeat the Ajin that they're fighting right now. Of course, this Ajin with the glasses, he just shoots a bullet at the sprinkler thing in the ceiling to make it, you know, make it rain a bit inside of the building through the sprinklers. And yes, that kind of disabled both of their IBMs. However, you see the guy with the glasses, Yachi with the glasses, yeah, he was able to pull out his tranquilizer or gun or whatever to, you know, point it at Reiji, because yeah, his IBM is disabled at the meeting time, but Reiji, you see, it's kind of interesting that he doesn't know how to use a gun at all or any weapons. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. You think Reiji would know how to use a gun since he was like a fireman, but I guess firemen don't really need to use guns since they're not, you know, part of the police force really. So yeah, they're not meant to have firearms at all or just learn how to use those. So yeah, I guess it makes sense, but I don't know, it's just kind of unexpected. Like, you think he would know how to use firearms, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, Reiji, he mostly just uses IBM for combat most of the time, or he just his fists, I guess. Like, yeah, Reiji just entered the building without any weapons at all. It's just his fists, muscles, and his IBM. That's nothing else really. Yeah, of course, like I said in the video before, Reiji's IBM has spikes over its head, so that's a special feature of Reiji's IBM, just has spikes over its head, and that's it for the most part. Maybe it can use the spikes as a weapon. It can probably like headbutt into its enemies through with its head, like that. But well, we haven't seen it do that yet. It just mostly uses its own fists to fight, just like Reiji does a bit. But yeah, I mean, we see, yeah, so like I said before, the guy with the glasses just shoots a bullet at the sprinkler and then disables most of the IBMs, but yeah, of course it doesn't really. Reiji does end up defeating that dude with the IBM, like, next chapter, most likely, because of course we have to get into the other fights with Izumi and Tanaka. Of course, they fight an Ajin who can summon more than one IBM. Yeah, he can summon and control two IBMs at the same time. However, of course, this means that they're weaker since the more IBMs, of course, like, the more IBMs an Ajin summons, I guess the weaker and less quality of an IBM it is, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, next chapter these IBMs are going to be able to be destroyed very easily, since they're just two IBMs, not as condensed as, you know, one would be just on its own. So of course, since there are two, I guess it'll be harder for the guy to control a bit. But I don't know. I mean, he says that he has like a lot of training in controlling both of these IBMs, so it's not going to be too hard for him to manipulate both of these IBMs. So yeah, it might not be a complete challenge for him. So, but yeah, I mean, of course, we see how Izumi was like thrown into this window by this IBM right behind her. that was being controlled by the enemy, Ajin. Yeah, she didn't see that IBM coming because, of course, you wouldn't think that he would be able to summon like more than one IBM, but the guy just seemed like it was like nothing. Like, really, you guys can't summon more than one IBM? Jesus Christ! Like, how can you call yourself Ajin? Like, any Ajin should be able to do that. Like, really? You don't know? You can't summon more than one IBM, control both at the same time. Like, Jesus Christ, you guys need more training. But yeah, that guy gets destroyed next chapter by both Tanaka and Izumi, mostly. So, yeah, I mean, he shouldn't be talking. Like, he's underestimating them immediately. But yeah, he did say like he looked up yeah, but he did say that he looked up to Tanaka a lot. So, and he was kind of disappointed that Tanaka just like left them, and he always wanted Tanaka's position as I guess second in command of Sato's forces. But yeah, I mean, I guess he can do that now, but he's gonna get his ass kicked by both Tanaka and Izumi next chapter, so it's not gonna end well for him mostly. But yeah, I mean, of course, both of these locations are not the right locations. Like both of these locations don't have Sato's arm in the like, where Reiji and Ko and Izumi Tanaka are at right now. They're just fighting these Ajins, and it's not really to any substance at all because they're not accomplishing anything here since Sato's arm is not here at all. They're just wasting their time fighting against two Ajins that really doesn't matter at all. So, I mean, it's cool to see their IBMs. It's cool to see more IBMs than we usually are used to seeing. But yeah, I mean, one with like a cylinder-shaped head, and the other one with this. Yeah, of course, like the IBM, the Ajin who can summon more than one IBM. Yeah, his IBM has like no lips or mouth or just anything really. It just has like these barred teeth right here, just kind of like that, kind of like this skull skeleton shaped IBM thing. Yeah. If you see the IBM in the chapter, it looks pretty cool. Like, I really like the IBM design, but it's really weak. It has really like low defense, so it could probably get destroyed really easily. Especially since they're two. Yeah, they have less condensed invisible black matter surrounding them, so they're not as strong as most other IBMs or as durable as most others like K's IBM or Tanaka's or Izumi's. Yeah, these IBMs are going to be able to be destroyed very easily, so we're not going to be expecting much from them, really. But yeah, of course, let's see. Yeah, I mean, we also see Ko just going on his own. I guess, of course, he's going to go look for Sato's arm inside the building. However, like I said, he's not going to be able to find anything since Sato's arm is not there at this moment in time. It's where K and the anti-demi human special forces are going to go right now, to where they're going to go and fight Takashi again, and that's where the arm is located. So yeah, like I said, they're not really doing much here at this moment in time. Of course, Kaito is going to show up soon, and K is going to go with the anti-demis to where Takashi again are at right now with Sato's arm. They're going to get that. They're going to try to get that arm into a hole somewhere where they're going to be able to stick it into it. And then boom, Sato will be defeated because he'll just reset into the hole where the arm is at right now, and he'll just be stuck underground. And now they'll just retain the victory right there. They'll be the victory, and they'll win. Is it going to go like that? Of course not. Something bad's going to happen like it always does with Sato. Yeah, so it's not going to happen very well with them. So yeah. Of course, at the end of the chapter, we see Kaito just floating in the air with Takashi Kotobuki's flying IBM with wings. I really love that IBM. Represents freedom, the wings of freedom, as it flies off with Kaito. Just, yeah, it's pretty cool. We just see Kaito just holding on to his IBM. He has no idea what this thing is. Like, what the hell is this thing? What am I holding on to? Like, what the fuck? I can't even see it, but what is this? Yeah, this is the first time Kaito has ever, like, felt an IBM before. He's never felt one. He's never seen one. So yeah, this is definitely something different for him. I mean, of course, he still can't see it since it's invisible. He can just feel it, and that's it. All he knows is that he's just flying while holding onto something. Well, of course, the IBM is kind of holding onto Kaito, so it's kind of like a bird. It kind of has talons, and it's holding onto Kaito, make sure Kaito doesn't just fall off into the sky, into his death, onto the floor, the surface of the ground, yeah, to his death. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's the end of the chapter review, everybody. Make sure you comment down in the comment section below if you have anything you want to say. Well, that's it for the video, everybody. Thanks for watching, and bye.